Hello, friends. Welcome. So, we were going to be in Denver this evening for a Dance of Universal Peace, and I had a lovely program planned for you because I do prepare things. And then there was enough snow and ice and fear of dangerous roads that I decided not to drive to Denver and not to invite anyone else to drive to the Miracle Center in Denver. So, we're at our Fort Collins home, and then I realized since we're going to be at home, the program that I planned was not adequate for the amount of time we have, and we're not going to be up dancing because we don't have space. And so I decided that we're going to transform this evening into a lot of music and a universal worship service. So you can see behind me, it might be too far away for you to see very well, but here I have the universal worship altar for this evening. And so I have the faith symbols for 7 different faith traditions, plus Sufism, plus the God candle is already burning. And we're going to go through the format of the typical traditional universal worship service. But we're going to do lots of music along the way, and we are focusing on themes of Imbolc or Oimelch or Bridget or Candlemas or St. Bridget's Day, or there are lots and lots of feast days and holidays that have been playing out around the world. It really starts the last day of January into the first day of February, second day of February, and now we're too late, but we're still in the vibe, and so we're not really too late. That energy is percolating, and it feels even more relevant to me right now because of all of the snow and needing to like cozy back into the home for a little while longer. So we're gonna start with the Sufi invocation, which we are going to sing this evening. I will put the words in the chat window for you. And we're going to sing through it probably just maybe 3 times. I'm not really sure. And I didn't find a key earlier, so I mean, I didn't look for it, which is why I didn't find it. We'll see how this works for us. Towards the one, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being united with all, the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of guidance. Towards the one, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being united with all, the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of guidance. Towards the one, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being united with all, the illuminated souls spirit of guidance. One more time. Towards the one, the perfection of love, harmony and beauty, the only being united with all the illuminated souls who form the embodiment of the Master, the Spirit of guidance. To the glory of the omnipresent God, we kindle this light, symbolically representing the pagan religions. To the glory of the omnipresent God, we kindle this light, symbolically representing the religion of Islam. To the glory of the omnipresent God, we kindle this light, symbolically representing the Christian religion. To the glory of the omnipresent God, we kindle this light, symbolically representing the Zoroastrian religion. To the glory of the omnipresent God, we kindle this light, symbolically representing the Buddhist religion. To the glory of the omnipresent God, we kindle this light, symbolically representing the Jewish religion. To the glory of the omnipresent God, we kindle this light, symbolically representing the Hindu religion. To the glory of the omnipresent God, we kindle this light, symbolically representing all those, whether known or unknown to the world, which have held aloft the light of truth amidst the darkness of human ignorance. And I invite you to say the prayer psalm with me. It is quite a long prayer, so I'm putting it into the chat window in two different sections. And if you're not familiar with it and don't feel comfortable saying it straight off, you're welcome to just listen and see how it lands for you, and just notice what arises in your awareness, in your heart, in your spirit. Praise be to thee, most supreme God, omnipotent, omnipresent, all-pervading, the only being. Take us in thy parental arms. Raise us from the denseness of the earth. Thy beauty do we worship. To thee do we give willing surrender. Most merciful and compassionate God, the idealized Lord of the whole humanity, thee only do we worship, and towards thee alone we aspire. Open our hearts towards thy beauty. Illuminate our souls with divine light. O thou, the perfection of love, harmony, and beauty, all-powerful creator, sustainer, judge, and forgiver of our shortcomings, Lord God of the east and of the west, of the worlds above and below, and of the seen and unseen beings. Pour upon us thy love and thy light. Give sustenance to our bodies, hearts, and souls. Use us for the purpose that thy wisdom chooseth, and guide us on the path of thine own goodness. Draw us closer to thee every moment of our life, until in us be reflected thy grace, thy glory, thy wisdom, thy joy, and thy peace. Amen. And now we're going to sing a bunch. I do. Jesse's getting a head start on us in so many ways. All right, so here are the words for the first song we're going to sing. And this one is a few different lines of pagan ditties that are medlified frequently in earth-loving, goddess-worshipping communities. And so here are a few lines that you're welcome to sing. And of course, out there in Zoom land, if you have other lines that work beautifully and enthusiastically in the mix, you're welcome to weave in whatever you want, anytime you want. Okay. I should say a little more first. Hold on a moment. I chose this one for us, for the pagan ditty, because it has the themes of planting at the very beginning of it, which is what we reap is what we sow. What we sow is the plants, the seeds that we plant. And at this moment in the pagan calendar, it's the very first hints of spring that are associated with the quickening seeds, that the seeds that have been planted, that are still underneath the soil, but that are starting to wake up. That is, even when it is freezing on the surface, there is an awakening and a warming that happens underneath the layer of soil that we can see. So having this understanding that eventually we get to enjoy the harvest of what we are planting now, or what we have already planted and are tending to in its early, tender stages. Then we also have this kind of more language intensive phrase, I guess, that is the powerful song of radiant light. And there is so much light association around this moment in the pagan wheel of the year that is about the light that is growing enough to be discernible right now, that we know that at the winter solstice we celebrate the very first little hints of the growing light or the return of the light, but we don't see it yet. We don't notice it in our observable reality. We lean into it at that moment with a hope and a trust that it will happen. But in this moment, we lean into it with an experience of it. We notice the lengthening days, and we can feel that shift of the season towards spring. So powerful song of radiant light. Weave us the web that spins the night, web of stars that holds the dark. Weave us the earth that feeds the spark. And the spark is the theme for Imbolc for this moment of that crackling inspiration light. So, and then there's strand by strand, hand over hand, thread by thread, we weave the web, all of our interconnectedness, individual and collective intentions. Yeah. Free the heart, let it go. What we reap is what we sow. Free the heart, let it go. What we reap is what we sow. Free the heart, let it go. What we reap is what we sow. Free the heart, let it go. What we reap is what... You can stay on that forever if you want. Free the heart, let it go. What we reap is what we sow. Free the heart, let it go. What we reap is what we sow. Powerful song of radiant light. We Weave us the web that spins the night, web of stars that holds the dark. Weave us the earth that feeds the spark, web of stars, there's our paths of radiant light. Weave us the web that spins the night, web of stars that holds the dark. Weave us the web that spins the dark. Sorry, I'm distracted because there's somebody trying to come into the waiting room, and I'm trying to manage the waiting room and also do this at the same time, and it's not working. And so I'm sorry, I need to do one thing at a time. Can I bump you if somebody pops into the waiting room again? Somebody came in and I didn't get there in time, and so she left, but if I'm able to just if you want to, or if you're able to pop over here to, sorry about that. We're going to start it again and pretend like that didn't happen. No, we don't need to pretend it didn't happen. We'll just be like, yep, that's how things go. And that's actually perfect for Imbolc, which is all about getting things started and going, oh, wait, not yet. Oh, wait, we're getting it started. Oh, no, wait, not yet. Oh, but we're not quite ready yet. Okay, sorry. Here we go. Free the heart, let it go. What we reap is what we sow. Free the heart, let it go. What we reap is what we sow. Powerful song of radiant light. Weave us the web that spins the night, web of stars that holds the dark. Weave us the earth that feeds the spark. Powerful song of radiant light. Weave us the web that spins the night, web of stars that holds the dark. Weave us the earth that feeds the spark. Powerful song of radiant light. Weave us the web that spins the night, web of stars that holds the dark. Weave us the earth that feeds the spark. Strand by strand, hand over hand, thread by thread, we weave the web. Strand by strand, hand over hand, thread by thread, we weave the web. Strand by strand, hand over hand, thread by thread, we weave the web. Free the heart, let it go. What we reap is what we sow. Free the heart, let it go. What we reap is what we sow. Free the heart, let it go. What we reap is what we sow. Free the heart, let it go. What we reap is what we sow. Powerful song of radiant light. Weave us the web that spins the night, web of stars that holds the dark. Weave us the earth that feeds the spark. Powerful song of radiant light. Weave us the web that spins the night, web of stars that holds the dark. Weave us the earth that feeds the spark. Strand by strand, hand over hand, thread by thread, we weave the web. Strand by strand, hand over hand, thread by thread, we weave the web. Free the heart, let it go. What we reap is what we sow. Free the heart, let it go. What we reap is what we sow. Free the heart, let it go. What we reap is what we sow. Free the heart, let it What we reap is what we sow. We offer to the omniscient God our reverence, our homage, and our gratitude for the light of the divine nature. And for the religion of Islam, we're going to do some astaghfirullahs. That this season is known for the qualities and necessities of spring cleaning. That is about anticipating the fresh newness by cleaning out the old dry dustiness. So astaghfirullah is a phrase of purification, of forgiveness, of coming into perfect, whole, right relation with ourselves, with our own souls, and with our own God ideal. Astaghfirullah. And then with this particular melody of it, we also have a couple recitations of Hai, Hai, that is invoking and calling up the life force that is underneath us, within us, all around us. But if we were up and dancing it, which we're not, but you could do it in your seat when we say Hai, Hai, that there's a physical gathering up of that life force from the earth underneath us into our felt experience in our bodies. So, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, Hai, Hai. Astaghfirullah, 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 Hai, Hai, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah, astaghfirullah. We offer to the omniscient God our reverence, our homage, and our gratitude for the light of the divine unity.
Is that a moon with a star in the center?
Mm-hmm. It's the symbol of Islam. Telling y'all. Okay. So for those of you who are shirags or are very familiar with universal worship, you'll notice that I'm not doing them in the order that Murshid gave them. I'm doing them in the order of the songs that I want to do. So I guess I could have done the songs in the order of the original service, but that doesn't make sense to me energetically. It's like there's my feeling of what songs go when, and so.
It's always better to listen from the inside out than outside in.
Often true. I'm not going to say that's always true, but I'll say often. Okay. So this next one is from the Christian religion, and the words come from Meister Eckhart, who is a mystic, monastic, and in German, originally in German, but that has been translated because he just was such an inspiring mystical poet that he had to be woven into lots of different languages. So there are two different passages that inspired this particular melody, and I'm going to read them both to you, but then we're just going to do these little bits of each of them. The seed of God is in us. Now, the seed of a pear tree grows into a pear tree, and a hazel seed grows into a hazel tree. A seed of God grows into God. Here it is again. That's the first passage. The seed of God is in us. Now the seed of a pear tree grows into a pear tree, and a hazel seed grows into a hazel tree. A seed of God grows into God. And here's the second passage. The more you seek God, the less you will find God. God does not ask anything else of you except that you let yourself go and let God be God in you. Here it is again. The more you seek God, the less you will find God. God does not ask anything else of you except that you let yourself go and let God be God in you. Okay, so the two lines we're going to sing are, a seed of God grows into God. Let yourself go. Let God be God in you. And this is a melody from Sadi, Neil Douglas Clark's. A seed of God grows into God. Let yourself go. Let God be God in you. Let yourself go. Let God be God in you. A seed of God grows into God. Let yourself go. Let God be God in you. Let yourself go. Let God be God in you. yourself go. Let God be God in you. A seed of God grows into God. Let yourself go. Let God be God in you. Let yourself go. Let God be God in you. A seed of let yourself go. Let God be God in you. Let yourself go. Let God be God in you. Let yourself go. Let God be God in you. Let yourself go. Let God be God in you. Mhm. It's right in the middle of that page. We offer to the omniscient God our reverence, our homage, and our gratitude for the light of divine forgiveness. Mershid said the light of the divine self-sacrifice, but I say forgiveness. They're both good. Okay, for Zoroastrianism, sorry, I'm blocking part of the altar. Sorry about that. For Zoroastrianism, we're visiting the three, I don't know, can I say the three? I will say we are visiting three primary instructions or values in the Zoroastrian religion. I didn't put the words in there. I guess I thought there weren't that many of them. So the three values or instructions are humata, hukata, huvarshta, and then ahura. Ahura is not one of the three, but we're adding ahura in there as an indicator of God. That the whole name is Ahura Mazda, which we'll get to a little later, but it is tying all three of these to the God reality. So humata is right thought, that is the correct way of shaping our intentions and the quality, the activities of our own minds according to our values and God's wish. Right thought. Humata, hukata, is a right word, right speech, that is us expressing things appropriately and skillfully and compassionately and in alignment with our God ideal. And huvarshta is right action. Huvarshta, that is actually embodying and doing what is good in the world. So right thought, right word, right action. Then we'll weave in just a spoken, chanted, bless you, recitation of sva, sva, which means grow, grow, grow. That is, it's a blessing and an encouragement and an instruction that is, and it's also providing the substance and the energy that is needed to allow growth to happen, to move things forward in our thought, speech, and action. Sva means grow. And then we'll sing the whole name of God, Ahura Mazda, that in Zoroastrianism is the embodiment of everything that is good and right and living and filled with light. So we're going to see if we can sing it with this guitar, which puts it in the key of C major, but if it's too high, which it goes pretty low and then also pretty high, and if it's too high, then I'll switch to the other guitar. So don't freak out if it goes too high and you're like, ah, that's okay. Well, maybe if you go, ah, then you'll hit the right notes of the higher end of the scale and that'll be fine. So, all right, good luck. Humata, Ahura Mazda, 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 Ahura Mazda. That wasn't as high as I thought it was going to be. I can do it if I go, ah! So I bet you can too. We're going to leave it there. Humata, hukata, huvarshta, ahura, humata, huma, hukata, huka, huvarshta, huvarshta, ahura, ahura, sva, 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 sva. think Rahima did an excellent job of ing her way into those high notes really excellently. I don't know if she actually did an but she hit all the high notes. So it was really nice. Good job. We offer to the omniscient God our reverence, our homage, and our gratitude for the light of the divine purity.
Is that a man out of a bird, an eagle?
It's Zoroaster, or Zarathustra is another name, same entity, but different names for different dialectical pronunciation. I guess you'd call it a dialect. Different versions of the same name.
And then the bird is
Yeah, there are a bunch of different symbols in there. That the wings are one of them, but there's yes, he is in a bird.
I mean, is it an eagle or a hawk or a
I don't remember.
dove?
I don't know. Any of you Shirags out there remember what kind of bird is in the symbol for Zoroastrianism? Well, if any of you are gonna go and Google it and let us know. That's not an encouragement to do it. I'm just saying if you're gonna do it, you could do it later. Text Jessie. Okay. Where are we going next? Oh, Buddhism, of course. Okay. So for Buddhism, oh darn. I meant to bring you the entire Heart Sutra, but then I forgot. So we're not going to do the whole entire Heart Sutra. We're just going to do the mantra of it. So this is a very well-known practice in a lot of different forms of Buddhism, and it's used in different ways, but it is common for it to be used as a daily recitation or many times a day recitation of the entire Heart Sutra. That is a chapter, a teaching on the qualities of the nature of existence and consciousness that is really helping encourage us to overcome our attachments and identifications with the limited aspects of life and the world, which is really the result of our suffering. Not the result of our pain, but the result of our suffering. Or the other way around, that our suffering is the result of, you know what I mean. So, and so the essence of it goes through all of these different aspects of what is it that distracts us? What is it that confuses us and that has us so attached and woven and tied and tangled into the associations of the world that result in so much of our unhappiness and limitation. And then it's in order to overcome these things, when you realize that these things could be overcome and that it would be helpful for you to overcome them, here's the magic mantra that can be recited to help us realize what we understand conceptually. So the phrases, gate gate, paragate, parasamgate, bodhi svaha. That is, can very simply, which if it's a simple translation, it's not right, but it points us in a direction that gives us an idea of it, that is very simply translated as gone, gone, very gone, super duper, extremely gone, into pure awareness. That's what it's all about. Okay, so I didn't put the words in here for that either, but Fravashi, Terry, is that the name of the bird? Is that the bird for the Zoroastrian symbol? Huh, I've never heard that. Or I guess I've probably heard it because I've read things, but I don't remember that. It doesn't feel familiar to me at all. That's awesome. Thank you for finding that for us. Now we have more work to do. Fravashi, Fravashi. That's what Terry put in the chat window, and I do trust her. She's a smart lady, and I expect that she actually did find something legitimate to share with us in the chat window. I don't think she just made that up. Well, she's on the computer already, so all of these friends are on the computer, and if they're not 100% paying attention to me, they can be Google searching at the same time.
Fravashi?
Uh-huh, yeah.
It says it's a tree.
Oh, well, uh, for Jesse, Fravashi is a tree, and for Terry, it's a bird, and so y'all can make up your own mind. All right, gate gate, paragate, paragate, parasamgate, gate gate, paragate, paragate, parasamgate, bodhi svaha, bodhi svaha. One woman's bird is another woman's tree. that can happen.
Actually, if you Google it, who knows? You may get
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Oh golly. Salama got very into this. The winged disc symbol of Zoroastrianism is traditionally interpreted as a depiction of a Fravashi, same thing, Avestan, and even with the script in there, the Persian script, Romanized as Fravashi, is the Avestan term for the Zoroastrian concept of a personal spirit of an individual, whether dead, living, or yet unborn. The personal spirit. That's excellent. All right. Thank you, Terry. Thank you, Salama. Thank you, Jesse. Thank you, Zarathustra. And now we're moving on to Buddhism. Gate gate, padagate, padasamgate, bodhisvaha. This melody I was delighted to hear first from our friend Aliella, and she suggested it was possibly composed by Bernie Heidemann. So maybe, well, definitely thank you to Bernie Heidemann, whether he actually composed this or not, but he's definitely composed a lot of excellent songs. So here's this version. Gate gate, padagate, padagate, padasamgate, gate gate, padagate, padagate, padasamgate, bodhisvaha, bodhisvaha. Gate, padagate, padagate, padasamgate.
say what language that was?
I did not. It is Sanskrit.
Yes.
We offer to the omniscient God our reverence, our homage, and our gratitude for the light of the divine compassion. That's the Buddhist symbol of the eight wheel, the eight paths.
Eightfold path.
The eightfold path. Thank you.
Which are things like
What's the boat called?
Yeah,
The
I know.
helm.
It looks exactly like that.
What's it called?
It's
A
called the helm
pirate
or
ship steering
wheel?
wheel.
That's a helm?
The helm or the
I thought that was the area of the ship was the helm. Just the wheel.
that would be
is
the
helm?
bridge. The area the helm is on.
They're
is on the bridge.
discussing the parts of a pirate ship.
The person
that
who
fun?
actually steers the thing is called the
Cheers,
timoneer.
Rakiba.
The who?
The timoneer.
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 Oh my
I thought it was
gosh.
the captain.
No.
All right, y'all take it outside.
I love that you know these things.
That's Qayyum. He knows all the things. Okay. To Judaism. Oh, I didn't give you the words for this one either. So, the words for this one are very simple also. And I did a little hybridizing for this. You know, like grafting. I did some religious grafting for this one, where you like take a branch from this thing and tie it to the branch of this other thing and go like, oh, there's a new thing.
Perfect.
All right, so for this season of Imbolc or Oimilk, there's a common symbol, a theme of the spring that has the rising waters of inspiration and creativity and hope. And so we're going to sing in Hebrew, "Rise up, O well, chant her up." That is from the Torah journeys, and it is from the story of when the Hebrews have been wandering in the desert, and they are and their water finder has died, and they do find the well that is the source of the water that she had brought them to and brought water from before, but they don't know how to get the water out of it. And the instruction that they hear is to sing up the water, to sing up the waters of life and inspiration and nourishment that are needed for the soul. So we'll say, Ali ve'er enula. Ali ve'er enula. That is, rise up, O well, sing her up. This is a melody from Rabbi Sheffield. Ali ve'er enula, enula, Ali ve'er enula, enula, Ali ve'er enula, enula, Ali ve'er enula. We offer to the omniscient God our reverence, our homage, and our gratitude for the light of the divine covenant. Okay, this is not our last song for the evening, but it is the last song for the symbols on the altar. And then we're gonna we're gonna party. So for Hinduism, this is more Sanskrit. We'll say Om Amrita Bindu Jawa Maha Sukha Soha. No, you'll get it. It's so quick. We'll say Om, which is everything. We all know Om. Amrita, which is the sweetest nectar, that is like the juice of the gods. That's my thought for nectar. That's not necessarily what it means, but I think of it that way. Nectar. Amrita. Bindu is the point of light. That is, it's symbolic of our awareness. That is our consciousness, our field of perception. But the bindu is that pure, perfect point of light. Jawa is ever expanding. That is constantly luminous and radiating. Mahasukha is the greatest bliss, the greatest happiness. Mahasukha. You're welcome, Rakiba. And then Svaha is the affirmation that is saying this is already and always has been true, present, tangible, the reality. Om Amrita Bindu Jawa Ma Sukha Soha. Om Amrita Bindu Jawa Ma Sukha Soha. Om Amrita Bindu Jawa Ma Sukha we offer to the omniscient God our reverence, our homage, and our gratitude for the light of the divine wisdom. You want this warmer seat?
No.
Okay, we're gonna say the prayer Salat, and it's another quite long prayer, so I'm going to put it in the chat window for you. It's in the booklets for you in the room if you'd like to say it along with us.
Midday evening, which one?
It is the midday. It's called Salat. Yeah. Yeah, just like salad. Most gracious Lord, Master, Messiah, and Savior of humanity, we greet Thee with all humility. Thou art the first cause and the last effect, the divine light and the spirit of guidance, Alpha and Omega. Thy light is in all forms, Thy love in all beings, in a loving mother, in a kind father, in an innocent child, in a helpful friend, and in an inspiring teacher. Allow us to recognize Thee in all Thy holy names and forms, as Rama, as Krishna, as Shiva, as Buddha. Let us know Thee as Abraham, as Solomon, as Zarathustra, as Moses, as Jesus, as Muhammad, and in many other names and forms known and unknown to the world. We adore Thy past. Thy presence deeply enlightens our being, and we look for Thy blessing in the future. O Messenger, Christ, Nabi, the Rasul of God, Thou whose heart constantly reaches upward, Thou comest on earth with a message, as a dove from above when Dharma decayeth, and speakest the word that is put into Thy mouth, as the light filleth the crescent moon. Let the star of the divine light, shining in Thy heart, be reflected in the hearts of Thy devotees. May the message of God reach far and wide, illuminating and making the whole humanity as one single family in the parenthood of God. Amen. I don't know why I bothered printing that page, but I did. Okay. So I brought you a very short reading from Murshid, from the Gayan, and this is from a section called Ragas, and the theme is the human soul calling upon the beloved God. Thy light hath illuminated the dark chambers of my mind. Thy love is rooted in the depths of my heart. Thine own eyes are the light of my soul. Thy power worketh behind my action. Thy peace alone is my life's repose. Thy will is behind my every impulse. Thy voice is audible in the words I speak. Thine own image is my countenance. My body is but a cover over thy soul. My life is thy very breath, my beloved, and myself is thine own being. That was so delicious, I'm going to read it again. From Piro Murshid Khan's book, The Gayan Ragas, the human soul calling upon the beloved God. Thy light hath illuminated the dark chambers of my mind. Thy love is rooted in the depths of my heart. Thine own eyes are the light of my soul. Thy power worketh behind my action. Thy peace alone is my life's repose. Thy will is behind my every impulse. Thy voice is audible in the words I speak. Thine own image is my countenance. My body is but a cover over thy soul. My life is thy very breath, my beloved, and myself is thine own being. We offer to the omniscient God our reverence, our homage, and our gratitude for the light of the divine truth. Okay, so instead of a sermon, we're going to sing more. And before we sing more, there was one other little passage from Meister Eckhart that I wanted to share with you because it was so perfect for Imbolc. And so, are you ready for it? From all eternity, God lies on a maternity bed giving birth. The essence of God is birthing. I know, you weren't expecting that, were you? Why not? Why are we not expecting that? That's so sad. Doesn't that seem like, of course we should expect that. Of course we should expect that God is eternally lying on a maternity bed giving birth. What else would she be doing? Meister Eckhart. Okay, so our next song is on your lyric sheets because there are a lot of words for it. And I mean, there's not a lot of words for it, but if you don't know it yet, which probably most of you don't, it kind of seems like a lot. So this is a song written by, I always used to refer to her as Abby Spinner, but I think more and more now, maybe she's going by Abigail Spinner McBride. So either one, same person. And she is an absolutely brilliant singer, songwriter, composer, priestess. And I'm pretty sure I'm not making this up, that I think she's a magician, like a stage magician, like, cutting people in half and pulling rabbits out of hats and stuff, magician. So I think that I recall that she and her partner have a magic school. Yeah. Okay. Um, so the words are in the chat window for you. The song itself is called Fire of Creation, and everything in here is so Imbolcus, so like all of all of the symbols and energy and like so much goodness woven in here. So let's see, where did I put this earlier? I think I put it here. Change my mind. It starts very quietly. It starts with a spark. It starts at the center. It starts in the heart. It starts very quietly. It starts with a spark. It starts in the center. It starts in the heart. It starts very quietly. It starts with a spark. It starts in the center. It starts in the heart. You can stay there forever. It starts very quietly. It starts with a spark. It starts That one? What's that?
I don't know. So, yeah. Is that the one you're thinking?
It is now. Just a moment though while I find it. Okay, so this one, I'll put the words in the chat window for you, but they're in English, and it is a translation of a poem from a Zen poet from China in the late 1100s. But here's an English translation for it. Put to melody by Guyon Gregory Long, leaning heavily into the brilliant composition of Bob Dylan. Yeah. 10,000 flowers in spring, the moon in autumn, a cool breeze in summer, snow in winter. If your mind isn't clouded by unneeded things, this is the best season of your life. The original English translation was by unnecessary things, but that didn't fit very easily into a sung phrase, so unneeded, which is the same thing, but if you enjoy saying unnecessary things in the time that is allotted to you in that phrase, you're welcome to try to squeeze it in there. I say unneeded things. 10,000 flowers in spring, the moon in autumn, a cool breeze in summer, snow in winter. If your mind isn't clouded by unneeded things, this is the best season of your life. If your mind isn't clouded by unneeded things, this is the best season of your life. Parvati, do you know this one? Oh, how sweet for you. How wonderful. I'm going to bring the key up a step, so I hope that's okay. I know it goes really high, but it also goes really low, so, you know, this way everybody can be unhappy. 10,000 flowers in spring, the moon in autumn, a cool breeze in summer, snow in winter. If your mind isn't clouded by unneeded things, this is the best season of your life. If your mind isn't clouded by unneeded things, this is the best season of your life. 10,000 flowers in spring, the moon in autumn, a cool breeze in summer, snow in winter. If your mind your mind isn't clouded by unneeded things. This is the best season of your life. 10,000 flowers in spring, the moon in autumn, a cool breeze in summer, snow in winter. If your mind isn't clouded by unneeded things, this is the best season of your life. If your mind isn't clouded by unneeded things, this is the best season of your life. 10,000 flowers in spring, the moon in autumn, a cool breeze in summer, snow in winter. If your mind isn't clouded by unneeded things, this is the best season of your life. If your mind isn't clouded by unneeded things, this is the best season of your life. 10,000 flowers in spring, the moon in autumn, a cool breeze in summer, snow in winter. If your mind isn't clouded by unneeded things, this is the best season of your life. If your mind isn't clouded by unneeded things, this is the best season of your life. One more time. 10,000 flowers in spring, the moon in autumn, a cool breeze in summer, snow in winter. If your mind isn't clouded by unneeded things, this is the best season of your life. If your mind isn't clouded by unneeded things, this is the best season of your life. If your mind isn't clouded by unnecessary things, this is the best season of your life. One more time. If your mind isn't clouded by unnecessary things, this is the best season of your life. You see now why I say unneeded. Okay. Here's the prayer Khatum. One of the evening prayers in your booklet if you're in the room. Khatum. O thou, who art the perfection of love, harmony, and beauty, the Lord of heaven and earth, open our hearts that we may hear thy voice, which constantly cometh from within. Disclose to us thy divine light, which is hidden in our souls, that we may know and understand life better. Most merciful and compassionate God, give us thy great goodness. Teach us thy loving forgiveness. Raise us above the distinctions and differences which divide. Send us the peace of thy divine Spirit, and unite us all in thy perfect being. Amen. formal closing. May the blessings of God rest upon you. May God's peace abide with you. May God's presence illuminate your heart now and forevermore.